stop seat.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll sit right there.
All right.
It's not about leg room though.
I sit on the ground and stop.
And you think promise. I have been in. This is where Carol and I came that night.
Okay.
So I have been in.
Are you sure you need that? Seat I'm trying to say. Are you interested in it?
Well,
I don't know. They should have been here my when I was here.
we might sit there if they don't show up.
Here for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they should show up.
Tuesday. Airport.
And nobody'd ever seen the Steve. They had some big thing going on in town. And so Dari went, Steve was there, and when she was up on the stage, whenever all these girls were where is your husband, Steve? Where is your husband? She kind of said, oh, Steve, come up. So he came up, and she said, these young girls are screwing fun at their blood. Oh my God, some huge out of the sky. And Steve loves it. He's so cute.
That is a
Oh, they're so fun.
This is right. What is Steve doing?
Steve, right now,
It's just not being He's got a real job. He graduated college. And so
realized he was never going to get a job. But he is now, he's got a teaching degree and couldn't get a job in the school. But they have somebody who's doing a leave of absence, right? So he's first grade or second grade. Steve here at Halliday of what's the word I'm in here? Handicap. Special ed. Yeah, special ed kids. And he loves it. It's Steve. So we have like 3 or 4 A's. And the kids don't think they have close, so like an A. Second. He loves it. I mean, we started to speak quick.
Oh, you didn't know that?
They like upper Coyle.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, yeah, Steve is
Yeah. She has a rude hand. It's crawled up. The windshield popped out. Skylight. She crawled out. I fell asleep with her. And I fell asleep on the phone. So it was...
Yep. I had a Gant.
Are you all right?
On the range all day long, I'll be riding up singing a cowboy song with a trusty old pony and a pair of new boots. I'll be carrying my 6-gun that really shoots. So get along, it's time to go. Gotta go to Montana to the rodeo. If I were a cowboy, so happy I'd be alone on the prairie, my horse and me.
In the summertime, when the leaves and trees are green, and the redbird sings, I'll be blue, 'cause you don't want my love. Some other time, that's what you say and make me cry, 'cause you don't want my love. You don't seem to care about me. You'd rather live without me than to have my arms around you when the nights are cold and you're so all alone. In the summertime when all the leaves and trees are green and the redbird sings, I'll be blue 'cause you don't want my love.
Got it.
Oh!
There's a rub. You get old enough to drink, and then you're too old to drink. If Eddie could see me now.
Girl, concentrate on what you're doing and leave Eddie Hunter out of it. Why, if he's elected sheriff and you're his wife, who's going to manage this spread? You'll spend all your time going to meetings and cleaning up his messes.
Instead of yours? Now, get serious and start talking like a campaign manager. I know if Eddie wins, it'll mean I'll spend less time with you, Daddy. But that's a trade-off if you're the wife of a big shot.
Is that what you really want?
What I want is my own herd. This here ranch house and a good saddle bronc in the evenings. Oh, you know, keep in shape. I want to be able to take care of you and myself. Even if it does mean a little home care eventually.
Home care, for Christ's sake! I raised you up and sent you to college to get home care?
This ranch is expensive. It's going to take a little more than a high school English teacher who barrel races on the side can make. And you don't know. Home care may have its advantages.
Oh, for the nurse, anyways. Well, back to the subject. Is being wife of the sheriff what you really want?
Well, you want to know, Daddy. Bull riding's what I really want.
Watching bull riding? Well, you have to wait to the end of the rodeo for that.
I aim to make that 8-second ride myself, Daddy.
Forget it. Forget it. No, you know bull riders always get the toughest, mean-spirited fucking bastards on the face of the earth.
Well, that's why they get the biggest checks. Now, Daddy, I aim to ride bulls to get the money to buy my own cattle for this place. That way I can take care of you and myself for the duration. No offense, and you might not notice, but your memory's going. Why, you're headed for an appointment with Dr. Alzheimer's. Well, if I can ride bulls, I can make enough income for you and me. Of course, owning my own ranch, I'll have to butcher the little doggies, too.
Well, hire it out, and get them doggies some home care, you know, before they go off to slaughter. But bull riding? No daughter of mine's gonna break her neck bull riding.
Well, it ain't up to you. Besides, I can buy Gertie's bull and practice. And I'm good enough to ride the wildest bull of Montana.
Well, oh, yeah, sure. Well, Gertie's bull is evil. Gertie's bull is evil, and he ain't even the wildest. Well, now let me tell you a story about a fool who wanted to... Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about a fool who wanted to do the same kind of thing.
Oh.
Just listen.
No.
Yep. Sounds like you need to hear it. Barrel racing and trick riding isn't going to give you the same kind of thrills anymore. Now you have to go after bulls for it.
Well, I think I can handle it, Daddy.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't never seen you at your uncle's. Your uncle.
My uncle.
Yeah, your uncle. He had a bull nobody could ride. He offers $25 to anyone who could stay on him till he was tame. Right?
Yeah, I'm following you for the 18th time.
So, he charged each rider $5 a ride. See?
Good bet.
Now, he was up to a $1,600 take off of that bull when a stranger weighing 130 pounds, soaking wet, paid up the $5. See? Well, it rained that day, so in all fairness, they put off the ride. Next morning, sure as shooting, out of that chute they came, and it was a 3-minute back-breaking ride. And you know what? The bull and that stranger hopped off the bull, hightailed her for the fence. And the clowns, see, they tried to run interference, but they was too slow. The cowpoke still heading for the fence, fell down in the mud and tripped and then got up again and then bent over and her hair came tumbling out of her hat and the blood boiled out of her mouth.
Here, Papa. Well, 3 minutes. Now, who was she?
Didn't I tell you never to ask a question you didn't have the answer to?
Mom.
That's right, sweetheart. And now you know why you're not going to get on a bull, let alone the wildest bull in Montana, while I'm alive.
Mom, you think I can't do it, Daddy?
No, it's not that. You got the skills and you're tough.
Well, what then? Is this reverse psychology? I'm a little old for that.
No. And I'm not trying to control you either, sweetie. It's just that it ain't right. It ain't right for the child to die before the old man.
Oh, Daddy, don't want to talk about that. And I'm sorry about the home care crap, too.
Well, so let's talk about the election and how to get Eddie in the saddle instead of you.
Now, Daddy, all right, I'll drop the bull riding for now. Now, what do we do to get elected?
Well, where's my pitchfork? I seen it just a little while ago. It was hanging on the shed.
Don't go away now, Daddy. You got the strategy, I got the energy. Let's win this election.
Get your hand out of that cultivator. There's enough compost out of you, young woman. Get up to your room.
Come on, Daddy, snap out of it.
Oh, you smell strangely of beer, little sister.
Well, I get this special scent down at the stocks.
Special scent down at the stocks.
The campaign, Daddy.
The campaign.
Yeah.
Yes. The campaign. Yard signs.
There you go.
And, well, ones that say Eddie, I think. Oh, and they're green, I think.
Come on, Daddy, trade the incumbent. You got to try harder.
Well, I got it. Yard signs that say, wanted, Eddie for sheriff.
Yeah, I like that. Now, what about Trey? He's got a war chest the size of New Hampshire. There's no way we can compete with him on print, radio, and TV.
Well, we gotta outsmart him then.
Okay.
So we'll bring in some floozies from downtown. Throw in a little tequila. Then we tip his pals off down at the newspaper and the radio station, and they swoop in and scout him out and lasso them all like pie-eyed Tony.
Love bites and sound bites. I like it.
Meanwhile, we feature Eddie as Superman, and he'll save you from being hit by a logging truck or a combine or something. Well, Gertie's got all the details.
But she does.
And, well, you know, your life is saved.
That's good.
But he's injured badly, and, but he conducts all his sheriff duties from the hospital bed, see? And,
Home care? We could get him some home care.
That's it!
Yeah, that's
Get
it.
home care, too.
Yeah, all right. Well, we can afford it with the insurance settlement. I'll be riding bulls night and day. Oh, all right, Daddy. But, Daddy, I love the man. I could never sit by and see him hit by a logging truck.
Well, we'll have Trey knocked down by the logging truck instead. How about that?
Now, you watch it. You keep working on those campaign strategies. I'm going to get going on the ranch and wedding plans so I can buy Gertie both.
Hold still, Peanut. Hold still. I miss the cast of light on your mother's face. You both have that little half-moon birthmark on your cheek, casting a little shadow. And when the light's like that, I see her just like the old days.
Hey, now, You're my daddy, and I'm not my mama.
I know, but when the light's just going like that, I just see her.
Well,
I want my wife back.
I know, but she's gone, and there's no use going backward, Papa.
I just want her to turn her face to me one more time. Well, she was never the same after riding old neckbreaker.
You never will forget that bowl, will you, Daddy?
Go get some ketchup for my rice. That's a good girl.
Not tonight, Daddy. I have an appointment with Gertie. Speak of the devil.
Now, what were you two discussing? Payroll? Budget for the new police car? Murder? You weren't discussing my son Eddie, were you? The next sheriff of Missoula County?
Oh, Gertie, that we were. And, you know, campaigns are a bitch, you know? You never know who to trust.
Trixi, come sit down here by me, sweetie. Let's have a heart-to-heart. Now, tell me that Eddie's asked you to marry him? Oh, he has asked you, hasn't he?
Well, not exactly. And now, Gertie, I have a few things to talk about with you. Like,
Well,
number
we will,
one,
dear, and I was thinking during the swearing in, we would have you in the background in my organza garden gloves. Here they are. I know it seems a bit formal, but it will be deliciously delicate.
I can do delicate. Now, I don't need you, Gert. Eddie's gonna be sheriff if it's the last delicate maneuver out of Louver and all this ceremonial stuff to have to wait till we actually beat Trey.
We? Got a road apple in your pocket, Missy? If I were you, I'd stay out of politics. You don't have the finesse for it.
And you don't have the loyalty.
Loyalty?
To who? Loyalty to Eddie? Why, you shouldn't be hanging around Trey Merritt's headquarters during this election.
Well, he is one of my beaux. My being over there won't have any effect on Eddie's campaign. He'll be elected sheriff. With his dear departed daddy's name and reputation as one of the best sheriffs we've ever had in these parts. You watch and see. I'm just keeping Trey occupied so he doesn't see how covered with dust he's bound to get.
Yeah, Gert, I've been meaning to ask you about that. I mean, about this job with Trey. I know it's very smart to have a foot in both camps. You might get caught, you know.
We agreed that we needed a spy in Trey's headquarters, and I'm it.
Or is it that we have a spy in our headquarters and you're it?
Better than a butch barrel racer who wants to ride bulls and break her father's heart instead of being content teaching at Capitol High School.
Slow down, bitch. You're just sabotaging me because I'm in love with your son Eddie and you can't stand it.
Quit whining. Well, it's fine if you're whining because an elected official or his lover, if that's what you are. But we will take care of the election.
Now, girls, stop sharpening the knives. Remember the sisterhood. Remember the sisterhood. And sweetie, you better get to the yard signs.
Shoot, I could run this town myself if it weren't so provincial. Well, Gertie, you're mayor and Judy Martz is governor, but Montana never elect a female sheriff. Always the barrel race, never the bull ride.
Get to the yard signs, Trixie, and the press releases need to go out.
Oh, it won't do for Trixie to be in the trenches.
And I suppose you're gonna dig a line, huh, darling? Step aside, you just might break a nail.
Run along, honey, while your father and I do some strategizing.
Warren Ethel! We're blasting through! Roadblock or no roadblock! Past the sun!
Well, hello to you too, little brother. Now, I know you're backing Trey on this one. It's because Eddie's against your brand. Stop selling guns and dope and grow organic tomatoes instead.
He's got you hypnotized. Here's an idea. You've got a good head for business. Be my partner. We could bring in the cash and buy this place together. Me selling, well, you know, and you riding bulls, regular Camelot. We'll even get you a couple little ones, sis. Please, oh please.
Not a bad idea. Why, in the words of Adrian Rich, Jane Eyre becomes a wife without giving up any of her Jane Eyre-ity.
Now, just because you're an English teacher doesn't mean you can go quoting feminist criticism to me.
Well, just because in the 4th grade magazine sales competition assembly,
Don't say it.
they walked in the Bengal tiger from the city zoo.
You're cold, Trixi.
And it leapt over the first 2 rows of kids and bit you on the head. Doesn't mean you can get whatever you want by whining, so go to hell.
All I want is Eddie out of the way long enough for Trey to win the selection. Nothing permanent.
How?
Like this. We throw him in the hay rig, and I light him on fire. Or dope him up. If he wins, I've got no cover. I'm relying on you, big sister. Know what I mean? I'll see that Trey wins this race. Things will go a lot better for me with Trey and us.
I help Trey, you help me. Just stay away from Eddie.
Trade you a sheriff for a bull ride. I know you want one.
Yeah, that's true, Clarence.
Well, I can set it up. So Eddie's out of the race. You wear the pants again, sis. You got the nuts for it.
You got the spine.
Okay. We'll use Gertie, the mayor. You tell her you know about that little incident at Seeley Lake last summer. She better get him out of the race. You'll spill it to the voters.
What incident?
Oh, I didn't tell you. When I went to his cabin to get him to play volleyball, he answered the door naked, except for a shit-eating grin.
Well, what's wrong with that? You can't be naked on your vacation and run for sheriff?
He was trying to distract me with his noodle hanging out. I saw who was in bed behind him, all right.
Who?
Gertie.
Liar! Okay, first we'll write a letter to the mayor, and then we'll set Eddie up with a tiny little press conference. What?
Well, what's she doing here?
Just leave and don't let me get in the way of love.
Not a problem.
Peckerhead.
Derelict pig.
Lance!
Tricks?
What?
Well, just sit there, say it. I know you want to.
You can't ride the bull. You can't ride the bull. You can't ride the bull. So don't start again.
Well, don't hold back on my account. Geez, Eddie, you used to be so great. Well, this election has made you ornery, nasty, and mean.
Simmer down. Simmer down. How would you feel if your girlfriend wanted to be a bull rider?
Supportive. No, I won't turn my back on my dreams, Eddie. My daddy's slipping and my brother's a whiner, so it can be expected to think they control my life. But not you. You're my boyfriend, and I thought you were different than that. And
I don't want to control you, and you know it. I don't ask you to walk 3 steps behind me, so don't treat me like some macho pig dog. Give up the bull idea. You're going to get hurt.
Well, life hurts, Eddie, especially if you don't take any chances. Well, you're right to death. And your mama, she's working against you in this campaign. I just know
What's she doing? Back up. Tell me all about it. I suspected she's working for the other side.
And my brother, too.
Well, that's not news, darling.
I don't have any control over him.
Evidently not.
I'm feeling a little chilly. Hold me.
You have simmered down.
I know why I fell on you.
Why?
You're warm. Now, let's not fight. I love you. And your voice.
La 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 King of the road.
Love me too?
Yes, ma'am. Why, I've never felt this way about anyone before. Well, I don't know whether I could kiss you or strangle you at the same time. Must be love. Believe I love you no matter what I say. I shouldn't say this, but the best thing about you is how you want to ride that old bull of Gertie's. But give it up.
Oh.
You're a girl, baby.
Get away from me.
Not that I'd ever let you ride some fool bull. And if I did, well, the men in your family would arrange for my permanent vacation.
Oh, that's not true. In fact, my daddy wants you to win the election.
Oh, yeah? What's the catch? I have to die while in office?
Not God, really. Just be maimed a little.
Great. Great for Trey.
Hey, Clancy! Shit!
Spies! Let me at 'em.
Let them go. They're harmless.
What? They're gathering information. And you let them. Well, it doesn't matter, because it's over.
What? Are you crazy? I'm all you got going for you.
You don't mean anything to me. And the wedding's off, too, slut.
Are you on the right planet?
That's right. I've heard about you. Don't come around here no more. The lights won't be on, and the bed won't be warm.
Wait a minute. This is my place.
Not yet it isn't. Not until I'm elected with the salary to pay it off.
Oh, yeah? Well, my bull riding's gonna bring in some substantial bucks, Buster, so back off.
Just when I need you to show a little loyalty, will you join your family in plans to cut my throat? And now you let your brother run off with that scumbag Trey.
I'm supposed to stop him?
Oh, open windows, ladders, video cameras, garden shears, and your brother's face plastered up against the window. You knew they were out there. In fact, you set the whole thing up, didn't you?
Come on.
Shove off!
No, you shove off!
Listen to me. We're married. Things is going to be different. We'll belong to each other, and I will stand for you and your family, and you plan to break your damn neck riding bulls.
You just told me to shove off. Is this your way of showing your devotion?
Trixi, shut up!
Oh! You're just like my whiny asshole brother.
You're just like my mother, mayor in pantyhose. Well, so much for my feminist sympathies.
I don't care if she's a traitor. Show some respect for your mother.
Are you kidding? My daddy's barely dead, and she runs off with that Trey Mayer, the imposter chef who'd do anything to beat me in this election. My daddy must be spinning in his grave.
Let me up. Stop it.
Who's gonna stop it?
You're gonna stop it.
All right. Get up.
Don't tell me when I can get up. Clancy saw you and Gertie sleeping together at the lake. I know all about it.
Bullshit! Jealousy! Stop making up lies! You can't work your way between mother and son.
Well, my mother's gone, but at least she was honest.
Trixie.
You know, if you don't want to get married to me because you don't love me, then just say it. But this is pretty convenient for you, isn't it? Okay, let's Use each other.
Let's use each other.
I'll get what I want. You get what you want. How long do you think that can last?
I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, dear.
Oh, what the hell? Even your mama wants to see us get married so she can get a piece of this here ranch.
Well, at least if that happens, your family can't cross me no more, especially your brother.
Well, what have you got so against Clancy? What did he ever do to you?
Oh, he's Trey's little errand boy, a successful sniveling criminal.
Oh, you're starting to be jealous.
Trixie, what do you want from me?
Well, I want you to encourage me, even if I was running for sheriff. If I want to ride bulls for a living. Even when I'm feeling a little...
Shaky? You just shivered, girl. Come here. Oh, boy. I feel all big and strong now because Tough Girls had a bad day.
However you want.
Look, Trixie, I want you. I want to hold you with your coals, but I'm not falling for you or your family's manipulations. You and your rotten family. Leave me the hell alone.
Leave me alone, psycho. Or do you prefer bipolar?
You know, Sheriff will do nicely, thank you, and I will leave you alone. Until later.
Good luck with the lithium.
Rot in hell.
Oh, dear.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but seems like we could use that crazy bit to good effect in the campaign. Let's go down to the TV station, Clancy. I'll get the checkbook.
Polls indicate the race for Missoula County Sheriff is coming down to a photo finish. We're here tonight with candidate Eddie Hunter. What's your focus in this election?
Drug dealers, gun runners, and tomato growers. I've got your number and you're about to get a call. Because after all, the mind is only the transmitter between the soul and the spirit. If the mind, that is the sheriff, don't make the connection between the corrupt soul of the criminal and the spirit of the city, well, the soul of the city will ravage on horseback, ripping innocent women and ripping out the...
Troubles at home, Eddie?
I don't want to talk about it.
Howdy. I'm a fifth-generation Montanan, Trey Mayer. I've been your sheriff for 3 years, and I stand by my record serving Missoula County with a consistent approach. I'll continue to be tough on crime, folks, and lock them up and throw away the key.
Clancy.
Eddie.
Son!
Mom!
So good to see you. Oh. That was too hard.
Give him one of these.
Makes me feel all better. Oh, let's get him in the house. Oh.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Careful. Careful. Oh, jeez. Watch yourself. Who could have hurt him?
You haven't missed many meals lately.
Oh, he's a good eater. We'll make it nice and warm.
He wanted my title, and he wanted my wife. He is still working to get both. Steal her back, son. Steal her back. She can get you elected. She is the mayor of Missoula and the tie-breaking vote. Avenge me! Avenge me! Avenge me.
I'm feeling a little peaked.
Eddie!
You gotta take a break, gal. Nothing serious. No matter what happened before, I love you.
Love you. Sleep then. You'll feel better in the morning. We don't have to settle anything tonight.
Keep warm, Trixie. Ride that bull.
Yep. All of my goods, too. All of my couch.
Come on, we gotta finish the job. You'll never know what hit him.
Hooray! Just wound him. Lay him up, but don't go all the way. He's my son.
Gertie, what kind of thing do you take me for? This is just to knock a few screws loose, ensure a victory. Nothing permanent, nothing like a logging truck. What an idea.
Eddie? Are you all right? Oh, my God, Daddy! Rash and bloody.
Oh, Trixi!
Oh, Daddy!
You're finally home!
Oh, Travis, hang on.
No! It's time to cash it in, honey. I want you to know the place is fully paid for in case anything should happen to me. And it appears that it has. and good luck with Eddie. If that's what you want. I suppose it's not so bad being the wife of the sheriff. And if you want to buy Gertie's bull, you have my blessing. I reckon there's nothing I can do to stop you. And now, I don't have to look at the clock.
Oh, Travis. Wait, hang on. I'll get Gertie. She can help us.
Gertie, no! Leave her up to her own conscience. And Tremere, Trixie, don't trust him. I'm going now.
Oh, Daddy.
like he whacked your father and then took some kind of sleeping pills. Here's his prescriptions. Creative fundraising, I suppose. Well, I guess he'd get the pity vote if he OD'd. Too bad he's probably also dead. What are you doing out here?
He is gone. What's it look like I'm doing?
Digging? What for?
Devils. I'm digging for devils.
You looking for a little heat?
What do you mean by that?
Do you have to ask?
Who asked you?
Are you afraid to know?
Does it concern me?
Give up, Billy. Marry me and I'll buy you the sweetest ride in Montana.
Well, I didn't have to dig far, did I?
Oh, you delightful strumpet. I don't know how to tell you this. I mean, your father's dead. And so's my competition.
Well, I guess they're over being hurt then, aren't they?
Oh, you're in shock.
I am now. Excuse me. I have a sheriff's campaign to run. Let's see, I gotta quit some of these boards I'm on. I gotta call Eddie. You said my daddy's dead. You said my daddy's dead! We'll call the police! Call Eddie! Oh.
Now, Eddie, stop kicking that dead horse.
What'd you say about my daddy? Eddie will save him.
Oh, my dear girl. It's hard to say, but I will if you insist.
I want the truth.
I saw Eddie leave the scene of the crime. He killed your father.
But I was just with my daddy. He's not involved with any crime.
You're right. He's not involved. He's the victim. He's dead.
Oh,
You better get a hold of yourself. I'll get revenge for him if it's the last thing I ever do. Why, if he's not already dead, Eddie's a dead man.
No, Eddie didn't do it. Travis, you stupid ass. Couldn't just wait another day or so until the election. What about my herd? What about home care?
This isn't about a herd. This has something to do with the election. Now, why would Eddie kill Travis over the election? Dirty dealings?
No, Eddie didn't do it. Well, he may not be capable of, showing any affection, and he's kind of confused, but he's not capable of murder. You can't go out and just go kill him. Due process of law, Trey. You're still the sheriff until the divots come in.
Chads, Trixi. Until the Chads. When I saw Eddie leave here and I saw you standing in that hole, well, I lost my head, that's all. I thought you were so beautiful. I've always thought you were beautiful. Yeah, right, due process of law.
Ron, don't trust him. He killed your father.
Ron? Mistakes do happen.
Well, I thought you were on my side.
Oh, I am on your side. If you can deliver, well, you gotta bring him out here with the rest of the flowers.
What in the hell?
You gotta put him out there. Come on, Daddy.
Don't touch the body of evidence.
It's my daddy. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. And if you don't help me get him a proper burial, I'll tell everyone you were the last person to see him.
That's not... Yeah, right.
You never wanted me to ride, but now you don't know how ready I am to ride. Look, I'm in the chute. The gate is open. If I sit upright, I score higher, right, Travis? Extra points for spurring. Tailbone, hip, shoulder, a foothold. This is pure muscle. Be glad you never see me ride, Travis. But, Travis, you'll never see me ride. Maybe
Oh, I'm trying to stay in the saddle. I'm getting weary, unable to ride.
If I just had the nerve to run against you in the first place, this never would have happened.
Hey,
How you doing?
not bad. How about you, sis?
Figure out those election returns.
Still no official tally from Missoula County Sheriff. Governor Martz has announced that a panel made up of both parties will perform a recount of hanging chads, butterfly strokes, and twisted divots. Until the results of that panel are in, and until the mystery surrounding Eddie Hunter's delirium, disappearance, and possible suicide is discovered, Missoula Mayor Gertrude Hunter has lent her support to the incumbent Trey Maird to remain in office.
But you've been acting so erratic lately. What's the truth about it? Is it Trixi?
I know I've been a little erratic lately, but I'm not sure who my friends are. Trixi's got me all tied up in knots, and we're supposed to get married. Plus, every time we see each other, we fight. Now her father's dead, and she'll blame me.
Well, how could she blame you?
The usual for what I didn't do.
Well, you two never did get along very well. Maybe getting married will help. Then you're not expected to, dear.
I'm gonna get out of town. I got some things to think over.
Well, and how am I supposed to get you elected if you run off to Canada? It will ruin the inaugural dinner.
Trixi can do the speech.
Oh, good. And who's going to solve Travis's murder and speak at his funeral? Trixi again?
Well, she was his daughter. It'll work for most people.
He was a sweet man.
It's salty, if you ask me, and senile.
Virile.
I guess if you have a thing for home care. I know I haven't been much comfort to you since Dad died.
You've been there when I needed you.
Well, so tell me, if you love Travis, why were you so quick to hook up with my worst enemy?
Love, I guess. Makes you want to get them into bed and pound the stuffing out of them simultaneously. Eddie, I can't stand the thought of you with another. But I know that that's the natural order of things. So I'm going to give her my dress. When you propose, tell her I'll sell her the bull and give her this.
Grandmas! You're the best! Well, I'll ask her. Right now, I'm getting out of town.
Hey, well, I'll send for you when it's all over. In the meantime, head for the High Line. No way in hell I'm going to watch my little boy hitch up with that little twit! Oh.
Vitamin R.
Do that out her nose. I don't think she did that, though.
Trixi!
Oh,
Trixi!
Trixi! Oh, Trixi!
Trixi!
Trixi! Trixi! Oh! Oh my!
Let me get her up. Oh, what are you doing? CPR!
Stop it! Stop it! Just bring her over here! One thing after another. First the election, a stalemate. Now this. Oh, careful with the dress. Careful. Oh, careful. Okay. Oh, wait, the dress is caught. Oh, ripping it. Okay, careful, careful. Oh, my goodness. Okay, careful. Careful. Okay, lay her down. Breathe, blow. Come. Breathe, blow. Come.
Drowned?
By the looks of it.
What are you looking for, Lindsay? Clues. There may be more to it than drowning. Look at the dress, for one thing.
Foul play? I'm afraid not. Here's the note.
Oh, let me see it. I always loved you, Eddie. I wish I'd had the courage to get further than this little galvanized tub. I should have run for sheriff myself.
More feminist bullshit. What do you think happened?
Well, she made fantastic garlands of roses, periwinkles, gladiolas, lilies of the valleys, poppies, verbena, flax, daisies, baby's breath. Oh, and there were heavier things too. Lilacs and irises, peonies and chrysanthemums. There were purple orchids and dead men's fingers.
What's that?
Type of plant. On the overhanging forsythia branch. Her garland was caught when she tried to climb out. Oh, God! The flowers brought her under. Her dress spread out wide in the water and held her up for a few minutes, and then she began to sing.
Was she insane? Didn't she try to save herself?
No, she was incapable of seeing her own distress. Maybe she imagined she was a mermaid. Oh, in any case, it wasn't long before her heavy clothes pulled her down during the chorus. I think it was Yellow Rose of Texas, la-da-da-da-da-da-da, and down to a very muddy death.
So she
drowned? Oh, Trixi, I'll never see you in this dress. On your way to marrying my sweet, sweet Eddie.
Tangled in flowers. Dead man's fingers around her neck. Grab them. Trying to climb the bank.
Oh, my dress.
Trixi.
Look at her fingernails. Plant fly.
Quel drama.
Quick, help me drag her over to the...
Shouldn't we notify the authorities?
Wait a minute, I'm the authority. At least until the recount's in, I'm still sheriff. I'll fill out the official paperwork. In the meantime, let's rest her next to her dear old dad. Why don't you say a few words? You were a brother. I was just her...
What?
You know, You bastard!
Trixi!
Hey, Clancy, meet your father's murderer.
Monster! You're the father murderer! Now you're here fighting over Trixi's body. Have you no decency?
That's right. Why the facade? What's the point?
The point is, without you, my father would still be alive and you wouldn't be sheriff.
Hold on.
And the point is, I hold you responsible for Travis's murder, too.
Man, you have no proof.
And the point is, you and your daddy made it impossible for us to have any peace. Without you, we might have had a chance. She wouldn't have killed herself to please both of you.
She didn't kill herself. It was you. You were at the suicide along with her.
Well, I wish I had been. I might have talked some sense into her.
I doubt it. Read her note.
Here it is. Gertie gave it to me. I didn't trust you, Eddie, and that turned out to be a bad thing. Now I stand no chance of riding the wildest bull in Montana. Suicide. No doubt about it.
Hold on. What about what Gert said?
What?
That her clothes brought her down. That she was singing when she went under.
Well, what about it? She was, extrapolating from the physical evidence.
That didn't sound like extrapolation to me. Yellow Rose of Texas? How did she know what kind of flowers Trixi was wearing?
Well, see for yourself. They're wrapped all around her.
But look, there's no chrysanthemums. Didn't Gertie say chrysanthemums?
In fact, there seems to be every flower possible but chrysanthemum. You're overlooking one thing. And that's why you'd make a lousy sheriff, Trey.
Oh, yeah? Big shot? What am I overlooking?
Well, if Gertie knew all these details, she must have been there. And if she witnessed all this, she would have helped Trixi. Well, I agree with Clancy.
You do? With what?
Yeah. In fact, you'd make a pretty good deputy.
I would? Sorry, I already have a job.
Call that a job? You killed Trixi in cold blood.
Yeah, I say you did it. Rigged it up to look like suicide. You need a little publicity for the campaign, huh? Candidate's girlfriend commits suicide. Poor man.
Bullshit. I love Trixi. I would have never done anything to hurt her. Well, we were part of each other. We believed in each other. Listen to this. Quote, I never did stand a chance at that long, long ride. Unquote.
Bullshit to you. You tortured that girl and you killed her.
I'm convinced. I'll kill you.
Oh! 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 Lord! Oh! Well, I'll kill you both. My God.
They'll find you, killer. First Trixi, now Clancy. You'll never get to be sheriff. And they'll get you for Travis, too. Even though it was me.
Off to my right, I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left are a dozen or more. Here goes another one.
Say hello, Steve.
Any more devil cowboys down there?
What are you doing?
Oh, gee, you scared me.
I thought you were dead. This was supposed to be your grave.
Well, I'm digging it deeper. And what's it to you? You told me to go? I'm shoveling off.
I thought you were dead and you're here digging. Come here.
Oh, you mean you take it all back? The part about I don't mean anything to you? And your passion for your mama? Another mistake? And you playing dead to boot.
Yeah?
What'll I tell Clancy and Daddy?
You won't tell them anything. They all think you're dead. And they are dead, honey.
What do you mean?
Well, you just killed yourself. Or so they say. Why'd you do it?
I didn't do it. Why'd you go insane?
If I didn't, I was pretending.
Oh, fine, I didn't either. I was pretending too.
Why didn't you listen when I said, believe I love you no matter what?
I did believe you. You said you loved me. And then you said, the wedding's off, slut. And then you killed my daddy. And then you killed my brother. Well, you are one sick man.
Just when I need you, when I pretend to leave you, in order to shake your brother and Trey from betrayal, well, you let them scoop without comment. You're so full of yourself. Face the truth. You'll never stand by me.
Well, you can't commit because you still love Mama. You say you need me, but look out if I screw up. I say make a mistake, I get vulnerable. And you remember the date, hour, and second it happened.
Okay. But you're so afraid of commitment, you killed yourself.
Okay, all right, got me there.
Good job.
But you're so set on being sheriff, you're on your way to Canada.
Like you're gifted, pretending to drown. Or did Gertie? How much did you pay her? At first I was going along with Clancy's theory that she'd done you in, knowing so many details about your death. But now I think...
Too easy?
Too easy. You and my mama make quite a pair.
Well, you and your mama are quite a pair.
You and my stepfather, speaking of my mother and me.
What about you and my brother?
What about you and your brother?
You're fair. He's just protective is all.
I guess it was just yours and his affair.
Implying.
Just what you implied with my mother and me. I saw you with Trey.
Oh, and I have followed your every move.
Like your brother, you stinking spy.
You're just jealous of my family because they know how to show affection and you haven't a clue.
But I do. Get out of that hole right now and kiss me.
You mean rut.
You mean rut. I'll say rut.
And when I mean hole, I'll say asshole. Get out of my way. I finished before noon. I'm expecting Gertie.
What does she have to do with it?
Well, I think I have a plan to get you elected, and she will help.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You see, in our state, she's a tiebreaker vote. With her dad, they'll have to do an official recount. You'll win when we up Trey as a murderer.
Are you crazy? This is my mother you're talking about.
She'll have to go. Soon you run too. A parent for a parent.
Chill, Trixie. I didn't kill Travis. At first I thought I did, but now I know Trey did it. I'm not saying I wasn't angry enough to kill someone at the time, but I didn't do it. Hell, I didn't even know it was him.
Jesus, you don't even know who you're killing.
I didn't kill him. You heard it from Trey's own lips. And your brother, well, that was self-defense. An accident.
That's supposed to be an apology?
Well, I'm trying.
I'll tell you the whole truth. Trey killed your daddy.
How do you know that?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
TV? The ghost of Hamlet's father?
How'd you know?
They came to me too.
You're mad.
And you slept with Trey.
I got away from him.
How?
Acting crazy, of course.
You know, Trixie, there's something downright rotten about this.
Stinking.
Marry me?
There's complications.
Clancy? I told you it was self-defense.
How could I ever love you?
You hated me.
How could you ever love me and kill my daddy? I hate you.
Well, he hated me. You hate me.
Well, Daddy wanted you to have an accident, so I'd stay away from you.
You know, I see a trend here, Trixie. You're so busy pretending to be sane, you don't realize you are crazy. How could you go along with a scheme like that?
Well, if the mind is a transmitter between the soul and spirit. I say you have a bad connection. You must be truly crazy if you think I could love a liar and a killer of my own daddy.
Please.
My brother.
Please, listen.
Well,
I doubt your father was missing much.
so obtuse, Eddie.
But he hardly knew what was going on.
He knew me.
Well, that's because you're the future of his past.
Who said that?
Me. Look, Trixie, you got Bull's right. He would have never let that happen.
You would? You think you have the prerogative, even. Don't ever tell me what to do, Valentine.
You want me to say our parents didn't matter? You want me to scream, swear, tear my hair?
When the mind deteriorates, are you closer to God?
It's insane to be so caught up in a woman.
Say I love you, or I'll kill you.
Trixie, you're cold.
From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheeks as she kneels by my side. Cradled by two loving arms that I'd die for. One little kiss and Felina, goodbye. Gertie, you there?
Hello? I'm in here, Trey. Hand me a towel, will you? We've got to hurry. The press conference is in an hour.
Oh, they'll wait for us.
Trixie! Oh, help, honey. I've got soap in my eyes.
Okay, but first, we'll have this out. Let go of your son. Live your own life.
I knew I should have let you drown. How dare you come in here and tell me to let go of my son? He'll always be my son, and you'll always be the woman who took him away from me. Now, fetch me a towel.
Get it yourself? Well, listen to what I have to say. After this election, you're leaving town.
Ridiculous.
This isn't something you can talk your way out of.
But there's nobody here but us. Help me out, or I'll make you pay when we get out.
Let go! Let go and be dressed up and paraded around town for you. And I won't let you manipulate Eddie anymore either.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm casting my tiebreaker vote for Eddie. And the gratitude he feels for my loyalty will far outweigh any minor sexual frustration he may feel when you're a frigid, frustrated bride with a full schedule of board meetings and fundraisers.
Excuse me, I don't think that's my future.
Well, think about it. What can you offer him with the path you're on? Oh, a comp ticket to a bull ride? Where you wear the pants and he knuckles under?
Well, I guess not. But wouldn't it be better if Trey won? That way you could be the wife of the sheriff and the mayor. Think about it, the power behind the throne.
Behind every successful man?
Hmm?
Oh, I'll do it. I'll vote for Trey. Now, fetch me a towel so I can gut into a dress, and please get me a towel.
Reach across.
Oh, I can't.
All right, give me your hand.
Here. I can't see a thing. It's all blurry. Oh, I see your ring.
This is the part where we all forgive and forget, right?
Forgive what?
Let's see. Accomplice to murdering Eddie's father. Spying with Trey. Spying for Trey on the election. Lying. Am I forgetting anything else? Oh, yeah. Not saving me when I was drowning. And you were there when my old man died.
How do you know that?
Your organic gardening glove, swamp bitch! You just love to see me in your wedding dress on the way to marry your sweet Eddie. What a day. Slipped in the tub. She's gone.
You were here?
I was.
What about...
The wedding? I can't go through with it. I know too much. And the wedding dress? It's ruined. Here's your grandma's ring.
Trixie, it always makes me hot and cold at the same time. Like a shiver. I guess this is goodbye.
No. This is good luck.
The official winner of the Missoula County Sheriff election, Eddie Hunter Jr.
Well, goodbye.
Where are you going?
I'm going to bank to cash in Travis's policy and buy this here place.
Then what?
After that, I'm going to take a ride on Gertie's bull. And then I'm going to ride for the purse on the wildest bull in Montana, and I'm going to trounce him. Wish that I were a cowboy on the range on
to the rodeo. If I were a cowboy, so happy I'd be alone on the prairie, my horse and me.
You put the fun in dysfunction, oh baby. You pull the mean right out of me. You put the fun in dysfunction, oh baby. You're about the prettiest thing